Biden's incoming cabinet is chock full with many familiar faces and giving both supporters and critics a major case of Obama-era deja vu. But the president-elect says, hey, not so fast.
This is not a third Obama term because we face a totally different world than we faced in the Obama-Biden administration. President Trump has changed the landscape. It's become America first, which meant America alone. We find ourselves in a position where our alliances are being frayed.
The president-elect is also laying out his first 100 days in office, what they'd be like.
I am going to make a commitment in the first 100 days. I will send an immigration bill to the United States Senate with a pathway to citizenship for over 11 million undocumented people in America.
I like that idea of giving the pathway to citizenship for the 11 million. It won't fly. I think the Senate, though, Greg, will hold it up. Will never allow it to be passed. I think they should compromise and go with DACA, get the Dreamers legalized. Do that first. What do you think?
Well, first of all, let me talk about what he said, which was incorrect, that he said our alliances are frayed under Trump. That is not true at all. He's got the whole equation backwards. Alliances do not make a country strong. A strong country gets you alliances. And we saw that. We saw that under Trump. We saw so many people realizing that, you know what? He's not that bad. He's okay. And then he starts working and everybody realizes, wow, he knows how to create an economy. There are no body bags coming home. All of a sudden, this kind of a person that they perceived as obnoxious turns out to be a pretty good leader. To your point about amnesty, okay? This, again, is like, who is this helping? Who is this helping? And why is he doing it? Because the fact is, we had the lowest unemployment for minorities and teenagers and women in modern history. Why was that? Because jobs were available, and he's going to reverse that. It's not going to help people.
But Emily, you know what is interesting to me also is, the Biden team is saying now they're going to be back at the head of the table in this international community with the World Health Organization and NATO and so forth. Do you think that the American people want the United States to abandon America first and re-embrace like the Paris Climate Accord or these other international agreements, Emily?
I don't think the American people want their interests deflated in any way, regardless of what you call it or where you're saying that we are sitting. I think, to me, this new administration is sort of like when Journey got Arnel Pineda, where you go to their concerts and it sounds like Journey, but it's not. It's still not Steve Perry. And here, I think we can look forward to, unfortunately, some same holdovers like that capitulating foreign policy that we saw during the Obama administration. Hopefully, we won't be subjected to that definitely elitist classic Obama talking down to people like you just played, and in addition to, remember his comments about how Midwesterners cling to their religion and their guns. But in terms of him focusing on immigration and immigration reform, I think what's interesting to me is the continued oversimplification, which is that all you will hear from the administration is that it's not going to be a racist policy, and finally we will welcome immigrants, without any consideration or talking about the push factors coming from Central and South America in part, or the cartel or the international narco cartel drug industry that plays such a momentous part. And there's tons more, but I know we're out of time now.